Hi everyone, this is Sajid Keshwan back again with one more AI video. Now, this time we are going a bit deeper. So, all this while we were at the surface, but now we are actually building a proper AI agent and that to a Telegram agent. So, this agent, you almost can think of it like a bot in Telegram for your organization or for your personal use, and anyone can chat with that bot and it would respond the way normal chatbot responds. So this is an AI agent which will be able to answer any kind of question you ask. Obviously, you can train it further to answer specific questions, and any out of scope questions can be politely refused. So let's first get into n8n tool. So I will open the tool here. So this is how the dashboard, or this is how the the editing page of n8n looks like. I'm sorry, it's a bit of a tongue twister. n8n. Okay, so this is how the editor section looks like. I would not go into the details of how to log in, how to install. Just want to say that there is a 15-day or a 14-day free trial once you enroll or register for n8n. So you should use that free trial to explore and understand how n8n works. There are many automation tools, but the top ones are Zapier, Pabbly Connect, and n8n. So if you are embracing AI and if you want to become a pro in AI, for sure you need to master n8n because it opens door to so many different opportunities in future, whether in your organization or outside. So I'll keep it very, very crisp. So, since we are using Telegram as the messenger app where we are creating this agent, as a first step, so now there are some options here. So, you will click on the plus option here and we will select a node through which we will get or we will put a trigger to Telegram. So, first we'll go and search for Telegram here. There you go. I can find it here. And we will select this option which is on message. So basically this is the option we are selecting. Once you select that, it will ask you to first connect to Telegram, and there are credentials you can use here. So there are different credentials here, but I'll create a new credential. So it's asking me for an access token. As soon as I click on set up new credential, which I'm assuming is what you will get, it's asking me to select access token. So for that, what you will do is first you will go to Telegram web app. There, I want you to select something which is bot father. This is one of the Telegram channel you will use to create a bot for yourself. This is how the front page will look like once you go to bot father. Just click on start here. Once you click on start, all these options will come, but you need to just type here new bot. I'm going very slow so that you all understand it. All right, a new bot, how are we going to call it? So let me say Viz IQ. Yeah, that much. So that's the name of the bot. And it must end. So it's asking me now to choose a username for my bot. It must end in BOT. So I'll say Viz IQ bot. Let's see whether it takes it. Okay, so this username is already taken. So I'll try different versions of it. And there you go. So it has now created for me a bot which is called WizIQ1 bot, and it has given me the access token as well, which if you remember in the N8 window, it asked me to actually put an access key. So I'll click on this so that I can access my new bot now. So this is my new bot, WizIQ1. I'll go back to Telegram and I'll punch in the access key which I got from there, and I'll click on save. So it says credentials successfully created inside your personal space, and I can close this now. All right. So let's test whether this function is working or not. So there is an input option here, there is an output option here. So what I will do is I'll click on start here. So, so what I did is I typed hello here on my Instagram chat, and if you see, it has taken that as an output here. If you see the output text here, hello. So currently we are at a stage wherein we have sent a trigger to Telegram, and it has given as an output the same trigger. Now what we need to do is we need to use an option called switch, and I'll tell you later as to why switch is required. So for example, I'll just go here and type switch. So there you go. I got the switch here. So switch basically what it will do is if you see Telegram as an app, it has multiple features. You can send a text here, you can send an audio note, or you can even upload an image here. So there are three inputs possible. So what a switch will do is in the switch you can define whether the input is going to come as a text, or it will come as a voice, or it will come as an image. And then for each of those channels we can define as to what should be the next step. So currently in this video we are only looking at text. So what we will do is, if you remember from the previous Telegram note that we had, we sent a text message hello, and that is what we will copy from here and put it here. We'll just put it here, and there is an option here where you will select string exists. So this is what we do, and then we will execute the step so that we go to the next stage of the switch. And if you see the same text which we put here, the output also is text. So this part is done. Why I'm saying switch is important is in case of text, it's not that important, but in the next video, I will take an example wherein we will send a voice note through Telegram. And at that time, there will be two channels. One would be, so let's rename this output as text. So currently we are only focusing on text. In the next video, I will add one more option, which will be voice, and then one more option, which will be image. So this whole switch will have three different threads coming out of it. One will be text. Currently you see only text, right? Then one would be voice, and one would be image. So currently we are only looking at text. So we move forward. Now what we have done so far is only sent a trigger message hello to Telegram, and then we have moved to a switch wherein we have same text, we have moved out of the switch now. Now what we need is an AI agent which will infer what is being asked and accordingly answer it. And that is why there is a concept of AI agent here, which you can actually drag and drop. So this is called AI agent. So I have just dragged it and dropped it here. Now, once we connect this, all the intelligence will come from this AI agent. So if you see, it has three options. One is what chat model will we use, what memory will we use, and which all additional tools this AI agent can use to answer the questions. So currently, I'll show you as to how you can set this up. So when it comes to AI agent, uh, what we need to select here is define below. This is the option you will select, and just to let you know, just double click on that widget and this will open, and it's asking you what should be the prompt user message. So I'll just go, so the prompt user message was hello, so I'll just put here hello. All right, and now we'll close this. Now there are, now when we use an AI agent, there is a chat model that we need to use, whether it's cloud or whether it's open AI. So at this point in time you just need to click on it. So I'll select OpenAI chat model. I'm selecting OpenAI chat model, which ChatGPT is part of OpenAI. So there you need to do some. So I already have some free credits here from OpenAI. If you don't have, you need to just click on create new credential. When you log into OpenAI, it will give you some free credits, or you need to purchase the credits. And that's how you can start this. I've selected GPT-5 mini as the chat model here. And then you can close this. And you need to select memory also. So I will select simple memory here. There is one setting that you need to do here. Again, here you will select define below, and you need to submit the key. So the key here would be this ID. So you just need to, from your chat, you need to drop this id here, and your job is done. So let me explain you what we have done so far. What we have done is we have used a telegram trigger, so that you know what we are trying to accomplish is create a telegram AI agent, right? So obviously people will chat with that telegram AI agent. So for that, to set up that trigger, we have dragged and dropped a node which is on message telegram trigger. So, and then we sent a hello here. It goes to the switch to figure out whether it's text, voice, or image. Currently, we are only taking the text option. And then we push this message to an AI agent, which will decipher now, add intelligence, and try to answer this question. So if you remember, we had set up a trigger here for hello, and we already received, once we executed that step, we already received hello from here, which went to the switch. At the switch level, now we have input, which is coming as hello, and now we'll execute this step so that the output is also received here, which you see as hello. So far so good. Now we are getting into the next stage, wherein we will now check whether AI agent is able to intelligently respond to our hello or not. So the input here is hello. If you remember, the prompt we had already set here, which is this hello. Now we will execute the step to see what the output is generated by AI agent. Now, can you see the output? Hello, how can I help you today? Now, this is an intelligent output generated by the AI agent using OpenAI chat model and the simple memory to store the data. So now we need to ensure that this output, which is hello, how may I help you today, is replied back by Telegram bot of ours. So what we will do is we'll again bring in Telegram here, and we will use one of the option, which is send a text message. We have to first connect it. So we'll connect it here, bring it closer, and now we will execute the step so that there's some setting, maybe we require, yeah. So we need to enter the chat ID. So this is the output. So what I did is, so the AI agent section that you see, the text output, I just dragged and put it here in the text section. So I just dragged it like this. And then it's also asking me for the chat ID. So if you need to chat back with that specific person, the chat ID is reflecting here, which I dragged and dropped it here. So this is what I've done. And now I'll execute this step. And now you can see the final output, which says, how can I help you today? This message was sent automatically with n8n. So as per me, the whole flow is now executed finally, and you see we started with one item here and we ended with one item here, but this item here is the response that we have received. We can now go back to Telegram, and there you see the response that we have got. Hello, I how can I help you today? This message was sent automatically with n8n. Now we can publish this. So we are fully ready now. Just to phrase what we have done so far. What we did is we started with a Telegram trigger node, which is called on message, and that is what we use. And before that, we created a bot on Telegram app, web app, using a channel called Botfather. Once we went to Botfather, we typed certain commands so that we could get our own bot, and we got the access key also for that. Post that, we used a switch, and as I said, switch has multiple options. If you want to switch between voice, text, and image, that we can do. So later in my next video, I will show one more branch coming out of here, which will be voice. Another branch coming out of here, which would be image. So like that, we can branch it out using switch. And then we connected the switch to an AI agent so that it can intelligently answer the question and relay it back to Telegram so that it can be shown as a response to the user who had queried. So I will now publish this. It's a simple process of publishing. So I'll say Viz IQ1 bot. There you go. So now it's published. Now let's test it again. So I'll now directly go to the bot and say, which city are you in? Let's see what the bot responds back with. If it responds back, that means the Telegram agent is working fine. So it says, I don't have a physical location. I'm a virtual AI. Which city do you mean or need information about? Local time, weather, blah, blah, blah. So this is answering me like any other AI agent or a AI bot. I can ask questions like, which firm do you work for? I am virtual AI created and maintained by OpenAI. I don't work for a firm in the human sense or have personal employment. So it's now intelligently answering my questions. Now, this is where our work with this bot is over. It is fully live. And as long as you have the OpenAI credits and n8n subscription, it will continue to work the way you want it to work. Obviously, you can make minor modifications or major modifications as well. uh, Descope it, put guardrails so that it can answer only specific questions as it's your bot. So that would require additional work. In my future videos, I will cover that. So this is where we have gone deeper, and now we are talking about creating workflows. So far, we were looking at chats and we were looking at prompts, and now we are going into the advanced stage of AI learning, which is about creating workflows, automated workflows, which can work with no human eye looking at them. So if you like this video, do share it with your friends and colleagues. And also, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Till we catch up again, you have a good rest of the day.